Can I clear RBI Grade B exam in my first attempt? This is the question which many of the students who are preparing for RBI Grade B ask to themselves. Each time when they are having doubts, when they are having low confidence, they always ask to themselves that will they clear RBI Grade B in first attempt? What is this obsession of clearing the exam in first attempts? Where we all know that almost 5 to 10 lakh students add up every year in the competitive exams journey. And as you all know that the success rate is only 0.0001%. What happens to the rest of the candidates? Yes, you are right. The rest of the candidates are eliminated from the competition. They go back to the square one position and then they again join the pool of again preparing for the next year. That is, they start their whole preparation back to position which they had earlier started. I know that many of the students like you who are preparing for RBI Grade B for 2024 don't want to fail in first time. You want to clear this exam in your first attempt, and that is why let's talk about how we can clear RBI Grade B exam in our first attempt. One shot, but that shot will be the most successful as well as we will be victorious. So we will clear with our first attempt. Let's begin our session. We'll discuss our session with the first important thing, which is the base of any of our objective, goals or dreams, and that is your motive or your intent. Now always remember, for RBI Grade B, whatever your motive may be, it may be good salary, good pay and perks, it may be power, it may be it's a great job, it gives me work as well as personal life as well as professional life, it gives a good balance, work-life balance. Apart from that, some may say that it's a bank job, it's from 9 to 5 and then the rest of the life I can enjoy myself. These shallow motives may definitely give you an opportunity to think about RBI, to cherish and watch the dream about RBI. आप इसके बारे में, RBI के बारे में सोच सकते हो कि भाई बहुत मजे आएंगे, 9 से 5 ही जॉब रहेगी, अच्छा 1.5 लाख सैलरी मिलेगी, मुझे पावर मिलेगी, इतने रेप्यूटेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रहूंगा, समाज में मेरी इज्जत कितनी बढ़ेगी. ऑल दीज आर शैलो मोटिव्स. शैलो मोटिव मतलब ये जितने भी आपको ये आपके प्रिपरेशन के लिए, ये आपके लिए मोटिव्स है, ये उसी हद तक लिमिटेड है जब आप प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो और सपने देख रहे हो. जब आप रियली 5-5, 6-6, 8-8 घंटे प्रिपेयर करने जाओगे, दीज जो शैलो मोटिव्स है, जैसे कि पैसा, गाड़ी या फिर आपकी वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस, 9 to 5 जॉब, ये जो नैरो आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है, मोटिव्स है, इंटेंट्स है, दीज विल ऑल विदर आउट. You will forget about this interview, about these intents, and more importantly, when you would be preparing, that's how you will lose your momentum in your preparation. कभी सोचा है, कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि मुझे IAS होना है, मुझे RBI ग्रेड बी ऑफिसर होना है, मुझे नाबार्ड ग्रेड बी ऑफिसर होना है. सोचते तो बहुत है, लेकिन जब प्रिपेयर करने की बारी आती है, जब 3 बजे उठने की बारी आती है, जब प्रिपेयर करने की बारी आती है, टू वेक अप एट every 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. to make their timetables, to study, work hard every day, more than 8 hours per day, at that time, such shallow motives will not help you. Real motive क्या होना चाहिए? The real motive would be that you want to be the part of the organization. The real motive comes from this story of Carol Talks. Who was Carol Talks? He was nothing but, he was a soldier, okay, he was a soldier, and with his right hand, he earlier participated in the Olympics. In that Olympics, he won the gold medal through his right hand. Now, because of the World War II की वजह से, a grenade blasted in his right hand, and his right hand was not no more. Okay, so he lost his right hand. Now he was only left with his left hand. Now, what would a person do if really my motive was द ग्लोरिफिकेशन ऑफ ओलंपिक? अगर कैलोरी टास्क को अगर यही लग रहा था कि मुझे बस गोल्ड मेडल मेरे कबर्ड में सजाने, तो क्या वो लेफ्ट हैंड से प्रैक्टिस करता? नहीं. कैलोरी टास्क जस्ट हैड वन ऑब्जेक्टिव एंड एम. व्हाट वाज दैट? दैट टू compete for my country, to make my nation's name, to stand on the podium by holding the flag of my nation. And कैरोली टास्क ने वही किया. He did practice with his left hand. जब वो हॉस्पिटल में थे, he started practicing with his left hand. For next 2 years the Olympics were suspended, and then इतना वेट करके उसके बाद he won the Olympics again 2 or 3 times with his left hand. Just understand the determination, the hard work which he has gone through, his even motivation and mindset, and that always come through a pure motive. आपके लिए RBI ग्रेड बी का प्योर मोटिव यही हो सकता है कि टू कंट्रीब्यूट टू द नेशंस इकोनॉमी, to be the part of such a reputed organization which has the effect on the overall country's economy also, from rural areas to even one of the developed industries. This may be some of your motives. Now this pure motives मैं आपको कितने भी दे दूं, पर रियल मोटिव आप कैसे चुन सकते हो? सिंपल, खुद के साथ 5 मिनट बैठ लो and just ask yourself, why do you really want to prepare? Okay, broaden your mindset. That's what this story is. Then comes survivorship bias. अब मैं आपको एक स्टोरी बताऊंगा. Any exam when we are preparing, always हम पहले क्या करते हैं? टॉपर्स इंटरव्यू निकालते हैं. So toppers interview, this topper, that topper. Every topper is saying, I worked 16 hours. Some topper is saying, in office I used to put headphones and listen all the current affairs. Some topper is saying that 1 month I used to study, and next weekdays, 4 to 5 days, I used to go for my trips. I used to enjoy. I am travel freak. I used to travel. And then we try to associate with that toppers. It is nothing bad to associate with toppers. टॉपर से हम ये समझते हैं कि एग्जाम कैसा है एंड हाउ दे हैव क्लियर्ड द टॉपर्स, क्लियर्ड द एग्जाम. बट एट द सेम टाइम जितना आप सनराइज देख रहे हो उतना सनसेट भी देखो. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट? जब चढ़ते हुए सूरज को देख रहे हो तो ढलते हुए सूरज को भी देखो. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट? इफ यू आर लर्निंग from toppers, learn from failures also, learn from your mistakes also. One more story for you. In World War II, what happened was the US Air Force which was there, they saw that there whatever airplanes are there, those were shot down by the artillery on the ground. Artillery firing, bullet firing from the ground. Now, to prevent this loss of airplanes, what they decided was, हम extra इसके ऊपर armory लगा देंगे. We will put on extra armories. When they tried to put extra armory, of course, they brought engineers, statisticians to find out which are the areas on which maximum bullets are hit. But there was a smart guy. He said that, sir, these planes have survived. They came back to us. We shouldn't be looking at these planes. Rather, we should look at the planes which we have already lost in battle. मतलब ये planes आपको fighting वर्ल्ड वॉर में फाइट करके रिटर्न आ चुकी है और यहां उनके गोलियां लग चुकी है. लेकिन जो आई थिंक वर्ल्ड वॉर में नीचे गिर के जो भी डिस्ट्रॉय हुए एयरप्लेन्स, इट मींस दैट उनके रिमेनिंग पोर्शंस में जो इम्यून पोर्शंस है वहां पे उनको गोलियां लगी है. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय दैट? एंड दैट्स व्हाट अमेरिका डिड. रादर देन जो सक्सेसफुल प्लेन्स के ऊपर गोलियां लगी थी, उन्होंने कहां पर आर्मरी लगाई? जहां पर गोलियां नहीं लगी है. मतलब एक प्लेन है जिसके उन पार्ट्स के ऊपर जहां पर इन प्लेन्स में जो सक्सेसफुल प्लेन्स है उन प्लेन्स के पार्ट पर जहां पर गोलियां नहीं लगी है, तो इट मींस दैट फेलियर या फिर डिस्ट्रॉयड प्लेन्स के वहां पर 100% एक ना एक बुलेट हिट करी रहेगी. दैट्स व्हाई दे रिप्लेस्ड अ हेवी आर्मरी ऑन दोज पार्ट्स एंड देन देयर accuracy and their success, survivability of their planes increased by 90%. This is called as survivorship bias. What is this survivorship bias? Simple. While trying to be successful, while trying to achieve something, we always focus on the results data, we focus on the successes, and we ignore many of the casualties, failures, as well as our mistakes. Now, always remember, if you concentrate more on success, this will maybe give you failure, but if you concentrate on your failure, it will improve you in each situation, which will make your probability of your success very, very increasing as compared if you are just observing success. And that is why you should always see that if you want to be successful, if you want to achieve any of your objective, आपको अगर कोई भी एग्जाम क्लियर करनी हो तो रिमेंबर दिस. जस्ट सक्सेस के ऊपर जो टॉपर के इंटरव्यूज देख रहे हो, साथ ही साथ में ऑब्जर्व देयर मिस्टेक्स ऑल्सो, ऑब्जर्व देयर फेलियर्स ऑल्सो. आजू बाजू में बहुत सारे लोग होंगे, यू विल बी हैविंग ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव फेल्ड मल्टीपल टाइम्स. लर्न फ्रॉम देयर मिस्टेक्स. This is what I wanted to tell you guys. That is your survivorship bias. We always try to attest ourselves with success and we ignore the failures and casualties which can occur while the preparation. Don't do that mistake. Then comes your target, plan, strategy and its execution. I already in last video gave you that this is the overall timetable. This is the overall plan. Now this plan is a complete plan which includes your core subjects, daily you are giving 4 to 5 hours, revision also has been included, answer writing at right time has been included. This is a perfect plan for clearing, but it would be of no use if you are not executing. Okay, dreams are good, but more than that is execution of dreams. Okay, plan सब कोई बनाता है, execute बहुत ही कम करते हैं, and this is the difference between failure and success. Okay, so first our target is whatever core subjects are there, we have to finish that. Yes, that's true. Plan strategy, we are having it, and execution is nothing but, as I told you, your motive, your intent. Okay, that should always make you realize on the daily basis it's execution. Have you ever thought कि आज आपने खाना नहीं खाया? कभी ऐसा हुआ है आपने खाना नहीं खाया, आप भूल गए खाना खाना? ऐसा कभी हुआ है? खाना तो खा ही लेते हो, राइट? कभी ब्रीदिंग करना भूल गए हो? Have you ever forgot to breathe? No, right? Similarly, you should never forget to execute your daily whatever you have study plan, as well as daily what you have determined. Your objectives, इनको इतना मेटल बना दो that you have to do it daily and you have to execute them. Okay, if you fail in execution, then you should be accountable to yourself. खुद से आपको पूछना पड़ेगा. Okay, बस पॉजिटिव रहने से या फिर अफर्मेशन देने से कि मैं क्लियर करूंगा, मैं ये अच्छा करूंगा, मैं वो अच्छा करूंगा, उससे कुछ नहीं होता. द रियल थिंग इज व्हेन यू पुश योरसेल्फ, व्हेन यू आस्क योरसेल्फ, व्हाई डिड नॉट I study 4 hours today, and if I didn't study 4 hours today, tomorrow I will be studying 8 hours so that today's time I would be taking out. This is what accountability is. Then comes your essentials of RBI exam. Essential simple है, किसी भी एग्जाम को क्लियर करने के लिए दो चीजें स्टार्टिंग में, these are the foundation of any exam: syllabus and previous year question. For example, everybody says in RBI exam कि फाइनेंस बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, फाइनेंस बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. मैं कहता हूं RBI एग्जाम में फाइनेंस है ही नहीं. Now many of the students will say that sir क्या कह रहे हो? This is not right. Yes, go to the syllabus of RBI, you will understand that finance जो आपका सब्जेक्ट है, in the syllabus it has been mentioned general finance. Look at the topics: financial inclusivity, digital payments, then apart from that NBFC, financial systems, banking systems, regulatory bodies, right? These are general topics which even if you are knowing macroeconomy of the country, you will understand them. Only 2 to 3 topics like accounting, and that also ancillary topics have been added into the RBI syllabus. So understand, this is general finance, not pure core finance. That is why engineers are clearing this exam. That is why arts, even pol science and various background students are even clearing the exam. So this is the reason, understanding the syllabus. Then going through the previous year question. RBI grade B exam is different from other banking exams, from other regulatory body exams. How it is different? It has various subjects from quantitative aptitude, reasoning, English, GA, then economic and social issues, ESI, finance, management. You will understand from what are the important topics through which questions are asked and how these questions are asked, and that determines your understanding of vein of the exam. जिस दिन तुमने एग्जाम की नस पकड़ ली, उस दिन तुमने एग्जाम क्लियर कर ली. ठीक है? Then comes RBI's timetable, आपका खुद का timetable. Now this timetable is not the timetable which we discussed earlier. ये तो आपका study timetable हो गया, आपका total strategy plan हो गया. ये timetable, it includes at what time you wake up, half an hour exercise, breakfast, after that then meditation or any productive activity, half an hour for hobby, half an hour for newspaper, then 4 to 6 hours for your preparation, which includes your schedule plan, then daily your lunch and dinner times. Okay, some extracurricular activity which you like to rejuvenate your day with. You should have a timetable, but this timetable should be rather prioritized. मतलब important काम आपको पहले करने, बाद में आपको जो भी less important काम है वो करने. Then comes mocks. Mocks are very, very important because they tell you, they give you a realization that this is your level of preparation. And then comes revision. As I told you in our previous strategy also, I have given a separate time for revision. Every day you are going to do current affairs also, so that daily commitment of current affairs has been also given. This is how the overall essentials of RBI, these are essentials. You have to do this, toppers have done it, and everybody does it. Okay, along with these mocks, you have to not just give mocks, you have to also analyze them. Overall, remember these things. These are the foundations on which your total study, preparation, your momentum, as well as your direction of your preparation would be depending on. Okay, then let's move forward. Now comes 3 C's for RBI. Very, very simple. Okay, Now, as you all know, the competition for RBI as well as the level of questions, it's difficult. Yes, it is difficult. मैं सच बता रहा हूं आपको, RBI ग्रेड बी एग्जाम डिफिकल्ट है. 3 C's है. पहला है कॉन्फिडेंस. आपके ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए क्योंकि 3 लेवल की एग्जाम है, फेज 1, फेज 2 एंड पर्सनलाइज्ड इंटरव्यू. इन ईच स्टेज यू शुड हैव कॉन्फिडेंस बिकॉज you no wonder exam hall में आप गए, that 2 hours will determine 3 hours 2 hours that will you clear the exam or not. And that is why in every moment in life you need confidence. और confidence कब आपके पास होता है? when you have truth with you, when you accept the reality. Okay, so accept the reality, automatically you will become confident. Then comes commitment. हर चीज के लिए आपको कमिटमेंट की जरूरत है. कोई आपके पास नहीं आएगा, आपका भाई, आपके मदर फादर, आपके दोस्त, ओके, आपके टीचर्स आपको पूछेंगे नहीं, हैव यू कंप्लीटेड योर सिलेबस? क्या आपने वो परसों मॉक दिया? हैव यू गिवन योर मॉक? नो, नोबडी विल आस्क यू. आपको कोई नहीं पूछेगा. आपको खुद से पूछना पड़ेगा कि मैंने कल मॉक क्यों नहीं दिया, मुझे मॉक में बस 7 मार्क क्यों आए, व्हाई आई एम फेलिंग इन क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड, मुझे अच्छे मार्क्स क्यों नहीं मिल रहे. कमिटमेंट कभी भी खुद से होती है. ओके, देन कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी. कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी इज वन ऑफ द फंडामेंटल बेसिस फॉर क्लियरिंग एनी एग्जाम. रट्टाफिकेशन वो 10th 12th, okay, it happens in your secondary and higher secondary standards. Okay, conceptual clarity in every context, whatever core subjects are there, finance, management and all qualifying subjects also, you should know concepts, you should have clarity with it. Okay, then comes our schedule. जब शेड्यूल की बात आती है, आई हैव सीन दैट मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स एक बढ़िया सा इतना बड़ा शेड्यूल बना देते हैं एंड दे आर जस्ट देन ऑब्सेस्ड कि शेड्यूल कंप्लीट करूंगा, शेड्यूल कंप्लीट करूंगा. नहीं, रिमेंबर, डोंट गेट ऑब्सेस्ड विथ योर शेड्यूल और टाइम टेबल, गेट ऑब्सेस्ड विथ योर टारगेट्स. आप टारगेट्स को ऑब्सेस्ड रहो. लुक एट दिस प्लान. ये प्लान आपको समझ में आया? व्हाट इज दिस? This is nothing but scheduling your priorities rather than prioritizing your schedule. Okay, simple सी बात है. Just look at it very carefully. In my timetable, मैंने priority दी है that I am going to in my day I am going to do gym also for 1 hour as well as I am going to study for 5 hours. Okay, I am also going to read newspapers. Okay, half an hour, and at the same time I will pursue my hobby which is painting also for half an hour. Now remember, जस्ट आपने ये शेड्यूल बना दिया. सपोज इफ यू हैव मेड दिस शेड्यूल, डोंट गेट ऑब्सेस्ड विद द शेड्यूल. फॉर एग्जांपल 7 बज गए, मुझे कुछ भी करके 6 बजे उठना है, 7 बजे जिम जानी है. ओके, देन मुझे कुछ भी करके 5 घंटे पढ़ना है, मुझे कुछ भी करके आधा घंटा न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना है. कुछ भी करके दिस शुडंट बी योर एटीट्यूड. डोंट गेट ऑब्सेस्ड विथ योर शेड्यूल. 7 बजे तो 7 बजे उठना है, राइट? डोंट गेट ऑब्सेस्ड. मुझे 5 घंटे, आज मैं 2 ही घंटे पढ़ पाया, देन गेटिंग डीमोटिवेटेड. नो, ट्राई टू बी ऑब्सेस्ड विथ टारगेट्स. Schedule your priorities. Always remember, for example, this till December you have decided that I am going to finish my finance, management as well as ESI syllabus. Then get obsessed with your priorities. एक ऐसा प्लान बनाओ कि दिन में आप कुछ ना कुछ तो ESI, फाइनेंस और मैनेजमेंट का पढ़ोगे ही. Your first priority is your completion of your syllabus. तो मैं सिलेबस पहले कंप्लीट करूंगा. जिम में उसके बाद जाऊंगा क्योंकि डेली फिजिकल एक्सरसाइजेस बूस्ट योर परफॉर्मेंस. Then half an hour I'll remove for my hobbies, again for rejuvenation, and then at night half an hour for newspaper reading. So what I have done, just random schedule नहीं बनाया, but rather मेरी priorities क्या है उसको enlist किया और then I enlisted those enlisted priorities I kept in my timetable. So scheduling our priorities rather than prioritizing our schedule. Knowing what is urgent as well as important. Knowing what is important but not urgent. Knowing what is अनइंपॉर्टेंट एज वेल एज अनइंपॉर्टेंट बट अर्जेंट. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके घर का कोई भी वाटर पाइप जो होता है वो टूट गया. दिस इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम योर एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, बट इट इज अर्जेंट क्योंकि अगर बाथरूम का पाइप फट गया तो पूरी पानी आपका इट विल फ्लश डाउन एंड डेफिनेटली फिर आपका पूरा दिन खराब हो जाएगा. यू गॉट द पॉइंट? थोड़ा सोचो. देन द थिंग्स विच आर नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट, नॉट अर्जेंट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंस्टाग्राम के रील्स स्क्रॉल करना, यूट्यूब पे सर्फ करना, कोई वेब सीरीज आई, इफ एनी वेब सीरीज कम्स, लुकिंग दैट वेब सीरीज, नो, दिस इज अनइंपॉर्टेंट एज वेल एज नॉन अर्जेंट. देन लेट्स मूव टुवर्ड्स आर गोल, दैट इज आर फोकस. मेनी ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स टेल मी कि सर फोकस नहीं लग रहा, आई एम नॉट एबल टू फोकस ऑन माई प्रिपरेशन. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, फोकस ऑन योर गोल इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन योर स्टिम्युलस. आप क्यों पढ़ना चाहते हो, आप why you are preparing for this exam, why do you want to study, why do you want to work hard for that exam, What is your motive? Back again, stimulus is always attested to motives. Stimulus and motives. Stimulus in the sense, what first motive is why you are preparing for exam. Stimulus is what is that reason which will make you to stay awake at night, to work hard for 5 to 8 hours for any exam. That is your stimulus motive. Your emotions, how much emotionally driven are you? Your habits, because habits are nothing but these are suits made up of iron. One time you have a good habit for 21 days, it will be with you for rest of your life. Your goals, how much important goals are there for your life. For example, you are preparing for RBI grade B, at the same time you gave also a tertiary exam and you cleared the phase 1, and now you forgot your RBI grade B exam and you are just going in for the secondary exam. No, you should know your goal and how much importance it has in your life. Intent, simple intent. For every action there should be an intent. If you're studying right now for economic and social issues, there should be an intent that why I'm studying it. The intent should be what? I should be able to solve whatever questions which are coming in phase 1, descriptive question in phase 2, as well as if interview they are asking me any question, then I should be ready to solve. Apart from that, in mocks I should get more than 90% accuracy, as well as I should clear cutoff in ESI. This is your intent for every action. Distractions, what I already told you, movies, whatever your social media, whatever your digital medium is there, avoid it. It's of no use while preparation. And then comes last is a very short point that for RBI grade B exam, memorization, some people will tell it's not essential. Memorization is very essential. For general awareness, PIB related news, government schemes, finance, current affairs, in this current affairs part, memorization plays a very important role. So remember, try to learn different memorization tricks. It may be Pomodoro technique, okay? It may be even other techniques which you can try to memorize. It may be Feynman's technique, okay? So various other examples are there. Use them. These are scientifically proven techniques, but memorization is very, very important. For example, I'll tell you, you know everything about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, okay? Suppose you know everything about this scheme, but at the same time that why this scheme is there, okay? Insurance per se, what are the problems, what are the advantages? But what if you don't know the premium which has been charged for this scheme? What if you don't know when was this scheme started? What if you don't know about the corpus of the scheme? That's where memorization, what I was talking about. That's it. Everything I have told you. I hope that this whole class of ours, you get the motive to clear our RBI grade B 2024 in the first attempt. I have given you lots of reason. So which reason are you going to pick, and are you going to prepare, as well as are you going to clear your RBI grade B exam in the first attempt? Think about it.